again. It is time for another fun-filled episode. Well, you can't do that on Salesforce. I'm your host, Tom. And it's rock, paper, scissors night. It's Wednesday. And some way, somehow, I hope that we can get, before the end of the stream, somebody else to log in to this Salesforce org and play some rock, paper, scissors with us. But first, we have a little bit of UI work to do to get there. Specifically, the RPS Arena, which we made some progress on last week, but I think there's more to do. We have a decent dashboard to show the status of games with. These are the outputs of each of those, and yeah, I think we can do a little bit more. A little bit more layout here. Trying to think where we left off last week. Let's see if we took any. Did we take any good notes? Create an RPS user, Lightning Web Components for RPS Arena. Working on it. Tournament play, not ready yet. New game flow, not quite. We do need an easier way to make a game. I would like to do rematches out here, so I could just call back to someone that we just played and get some new and start a new game. Private games, haven't done that yet. RPS settings panel, nope. Visibility on the game, taunt your opponent. I would love to work on that one. That one seems fun. But let's do some UI work here and kind of just keep tightening this up. So this would be rematch. And the other thing I'd like to do is show what moves were played. To say, like, this person, rock beat this person scissors, right? Something like that. So let's do a little bit of layout action here. We've got, let's see, columns size 1 of 4 is a little tight for what we want to show. Although, I think if we get rid of this, we're going to use this eventually. But if we take this out for the moment, because this is in our page, right? So I'm going to edit this page, take out that, not even take it out, just stack up the flow, and then put the game underneath it. So this will be ugly for a second or a few seconds while we figure this out. Let's change this template. Let's just make it one big region for now. Okay. Cool. All right, so it gives us a little bit more width to play with on the screen. Go back here. All right, so 4 might be good now. If we use that full width, we can adjust it further if we need to. And with that, so we have some icons here. We have the crown for victory, the X for defeat, the bar for stalemate. Let's show what moves were played and how the outcome worked. So let's see here. We're looping over using kind of the same format for each of these, but we're looping over our games. And right now just rendering the icon in the card and the actions. Let's look up a card here because there's some way to put. I think with an LWC card, you just anything that you don't put in a slot just becomes the body. I think that's what we're dealing with. And yes, yep. The body is just the body. Okay, so what do we want that to look like? We would like to see, I guess it would be like, you, rock, beats, person, scissors. So let's, we may not even need those icons in the long run. So let's work on one game. Let's see, we have the card title, and I wonder if we actually need that. Let's go look at our game title, or our card title. What do we want that to say? Like, you defeated someone else. Actually, no, we don't want that. We can't just say you defeated because we've got all the conditions being handled in this state. So maybe we can do that inside the body here. Got some actions. Div. What would be a good component to show like a left to right? What do we want that to look like? That to not look like an aura component. I would like that. I feel like this changed. I feel like I just want lightning web components. Thank you. And we should. I don't know if I'm going to be able to get anything right off the shelf for this. Let's just lay out really ugly like what I'm thinking about. It's like, X beats Y. That's all we're really after here. And in the one games, person on the left is the winner, person on the right is the loser, right? Because the winner is, the winner is me. All right, so we just want to show that somehow in this view. Maybe, I don't know, we got some more icons, right? Can we pick some more icons maybe? Just center that and show, let's go out to SLDS icons. I think I can probably get paper and scissors pretty easy. I don't know about rock. I don't know if that's is that an icon out here? No, rocket. Not exactly. Stone. Brick. Circle. I suppose we could use that. We could use the record icon as our as our rock. Where's scissors? Do we have scissors? Okay, that's another utility, so we can use cut. So maybe we're going to use circle, which is actually record. All right, so record. That's a utility. Let's drop an icon out here and see what that looks like. Just gonna our whole UX is gonna be the just the SLDS icon inventory. Speaking of icon inventories, it was Tuesday night. We'll save that for another night. Utility. We need to translate these, right? The winner. Let's see. Probably need our component to drop like the winner icon versus the loser icon. So this is this sort games method is getting a little bit mangled and multi-purposeful, but its intent is to we get the games back from a query, and when we query back our games, we have them just in they're not sorted by the status or the outcome of the game. So we sort the games by their statuses: pending, tie, winner, loser. Those are our four options, and get those organized, and then we start by adding a title, a card title to each of these. So it's just like versus your opponent. That's what these all look like right now. So that's okay. And now I would like to have a winner icon and a let's see. Do we need winner icon and loser icon? Maybe we do. So the the game has its Salesforce data. We throw on a couple more properties. So can we do that? Do we have let's back up. Let's take a look at our query. We're getting, so query games by user, two-step, we get the players, the data model, is such that we've got to get the players so we know the games, and then we kind of turn around and query out the games from there. I would like, we have move.name right here. So we know the move that they made. And we know that, how do we know our winner? I'm trying to remember that part. So if it's pending, it goes to pending games. If the game's players, right, we only pull back, is that right? Game players were user, so player status, we have a player status. Okay. Whew, just getting caught back up on the data model here. All right, so for winners, how do we want this to look? We want to put so if this is the victories, I think I want to say that maybe instead of, I think it's always left to right, right? So this is the current user is the victor again versus U2. The current player is the loser versus U3. And I think we can say in the winner section, rock beats scissors. And this would be like rock, or do we just always want to say winner beat? I think maybe we want to do that. Winner beats loser, right? That should be how it always plays. And then it doesn't matter with the stalemate. The pending, we could have like, question mark, what did you play? Because we don't know what your opponent played yet. Okay, let's see if we can make some sense out of all that. So I need to translate the move into an icon. So in this case, it doesn't. I want the winner. Let's create two. Two new properties. So if is winner this dot, game dot winning move equals Is that how we want to do that? I feel like I'm getting lost in the sauce here a little bit. Winning move. Do. Winning move icon. Equals, and then we can translate what from our three moves. Let's throw that in another function. Let's see, get move icon name, and we'll just pass in the move. Right? So if move equals rock. Just lowercase this so we don't have any issues. If move equals rock, return record. If move equals paper, we have to find one for that. It's like a new document or something like that. And if move equals scissors, then something else. Okay, so scissors is cut, so we'll return cut. These are all utility icons, so we're got it easy there. And paper. Oh wait, I see one. Page. Yeah. Okay. Oh, equals rock, paper. Oh, I did that backwards. Here's cut. Scissors is cut, and paper is page. Okay, so now we can winning move equals this dot get move icon name, and yeah, see, we need our winner. We get it here because we loop over the players and basically determine if the current user is the winner. And if they're not, then they're the loser if the game is not pending. But I want the move. Let's just check the data model here a second. I can't remember if we have something that tells us what the winning and losing moves were right on the game. If we have that, things are a little easier. So within a game, yeah, not much there. Okay, so we should grab I probably should grab that in here, actually. So let's say if, instead of just returning this, let's set winning icon move up in here. And then we can say player.move.name. Okay. And then how do we get the loser move? I guess that's the fun part here. You know, could we just formula those? No, we can't, because the way the data is set up, I don't think we can traverse that way. So I would really love to have, you know, winning move and losing move here. And what do we surface on the player? We know their move. We know their status. So maybe we just have to kind of suck it up and figure out our winners and our losers here. So perhaps instead of looping this, we're just going to loop the players and say, actually what we can do is let's still use this step to figure out the winner, but I'll do a step in front of it that determines the winner and winning and losing winning and losing moves. So we'll grab this again, loop through it. A little bit redundant, but let's say if, really just check if player status equals winner, then winning move icon equals, oops, player.move .name. And then if equals loser, then our losing move icon equals player.move.name. And if, let's see, that takes care of those two states. Here we can, I think we can also say if it's tie, right? Well, actually, you know what we could do? We could just say if because there is no winner and loser, right? It's a tie state. So else if player status equals tie, I'm going to set them both, because then I think I can just use the same, the winning move and the losing move are technically not winning or losing, but in our layout we can use them both. So that handles the last three outcomes. The pending, let's come back to the pending. Let's get a couple of icons out here and see if this is working. Because we have to name the full icon, I am going to do utility. Actually, wait, no, we don't need to do it like that. We can do that up in our call here. So let's just do this. Utility record, utility page, utility cut. Okay. Meanwhile, we have an icon here, and we'll pull this back and just say game dot winning move icon beats actually I just had an idea. I wonder if we could do a button group, even though these buttons won't actually do anything. Just make a big button group and have a button icon for the left, the button says beats in the middle, and then a button icon for the next one. Maybe we'll do that. Let's just see if this actually works. Winning move, losing move. Okay, and let's refresh this. Sure. That looks like something. Thing beats other thing. Okay, and now let's do the defeated section. Whew. Whew. That was something. Oh, hey, hello, my name is me. Welcome back. When are we gonna play? Oh, I'm trying to get us there, man. I'm trying to get us there. Trying to clean up this this layout a little bit. All right. Let's see. We got the beats and we got the ties. Well, that doesn't look right, does it? Is that true? Do we have a game that was considered a stalemate that has two different moves in it? Oh, I feel like maybe I think I was messing with one of these. So it was meant to be a tie. Yeah, this one's a tie. And the status is tie. This person played rock. No, that seems all wrong. Do I know of a person named Eric Smith? I don't know. I feel like I know that name, but Eric Smith also is kind of a sort of a like Smith is such a popular last name that it's not ringing a bell. It's not ringing a bell. So this should be a tie. So why didn't that? Oh, whoops! It's because we're not looping over the tie games. Haha. Well, that would do it. From Salesforce, do I know anyone named Eric Smith? No, but now I'm curious, and I'm doing a little Googling off to the side. Maybe. Okay, let's see. I think, yeah, okay. I don't know Eric Smith, but I am seeing Eric is definitely a Salesforce fellow, and he runs Eric's Playground, and he's an MVP at Salesforce. So yes, I guess now I do know Eric Smith. He is very involved in the Salesforce world. I think he doesn't work for Salesforce, but he works for a company that does Salesforce stuff. So, yeah. Yes, to answer your question, hello, my name is me. I now know Eric. Yes, he does not make games. I don't in my day job I don't make games either. I'm only doing this I'm only making this stuff on Salesforce because it's, silly and fun to do. But here's Eric. Okay. I feel like I'm going to connect with Eric since he came up on today's stream. Here we go. All right. Let's see. Where were we? We're messing up our wins, loses, and ties here. Okay, we got nothing for the... Did we get nothing for the ties? Because no, all three icons are represented. But we should have more icons there. So where did we go wrong in the tie department? Let's see. Ties. Oh, we're not going to get to tie down here, right? We're going to be up in here. And I guess we probably need to do the same, maybe do the same loop. Suppose we don't really need to do the loop. We just want to get, probably could just dip in to either of the players, right? And then just say winning move icon equals game.players. I'll do it over here. Game.players. Just pick the first one, grab that name, and then we'll use the same one for the losing icon. Okay, do that. Let's see, we watch your stream on stream for 2 minutes starting at the 33-minute mark. Oh, okay. Well, that's cool. You know more about my stream, I guess, than I do. I've got to figure out how to get the chat into my my OBS window, which I don't think is hard. I think I use this Restream service, and I think it has that feature. I just haven't done anything with it. Okay, so yeah, this is rock. Big circle is rock, and then scissors is scissors, and paper is, well, paper. So I'll use Twitch Studio. Does Twitch Studio give you better intel on who's coming and going when on the stream? I should really look into that and get to know a few more people that stop by. Okay, I'm gonna tweak the layout of this a little bit more, and let's do an icon group or a button group. I know these technically aren't buttons, but I think it'll just make it stand up a little bit nicer. So we'll do an icon button for each of the outcomes. I did not watch my stream on stream. No, that is true. Do it at 35. So you want me to go to Twitch and watch my Twitch on Twitch. But then I'm like messing up my not that anybody's really here watching except you and me, but I feel like then I'm faking my my viewers, but I'll do it. It's not like it's going to matter anyway. Okay, so Twitch, boop. Hopefully we don't get, I'm going to hit that audio, hit that mute button. Yep, all right, there I am. All right, I'm doing it, man. I'm in. I'm not logged in. Well, no, wait. This is wait, no, it's show it on stream. Here we go. Woo. Oh wait, that's the wrong window. Hold on. Here's the Twitch and a Twitch and a Twitch and a Twitch. Uh-oh. There we go. We're infinite looping. I'm getting dizzy. I don't actually know. I don't know who I am anymore. There's so many. There you go. You're welcome. I'm gonna stop doing this because it's making me dizzy. We'll just get this over here and pretend like that never happened. It's like the Matrix. Okay, let's see. Button icon. No, not there. Lightning button icon. Button icon. Button icon. Button icon. Button icon. All right, let's make this a lightning button group. Button group. Do. And then we'll turn the word in between into just a button. And oops. Beats. We'll make it click. Maybe we'll use maybe instead of the replay. Yeah, I don't have a lot of chat rules right now because I guess there's just not a ton of us here. But that's probably fair, just to put some rules out there for folks. All right, so we've got a group, we've got 2 icons and a button. I'm just gonna take this off of here and just see what this looks like, and then maybe we can make it do some interesting stuff. Maybe the button in the middle can be can be the rematch button also. You hover over it and it changes from the word beats or ties to. All right, that's not bad. I wonder if we can make it wider. It needs some padding. Let's put some padding on either side of it. And I'll try to remember what padding is over here. And can we make a button group? We'll put let's do small padding on either side of that. And can we, let's see, what can we do with buttons in a group to make, I'd like to make the middle wider than the other 2. And can we also, maybe we can make them a little bigger just to punch them up a little bit. I don't know if sizing is an option. Variations, with icons, no. Stretch. Stretched button. Okay. And that's a full width button. So let's see if we stretch our center. How's that look? Well, we got our padding, but we didn't get our... Did I put that in the right spot? We did not stretch our button, probably because we need to... Let's take a look at button group and see what... If there's any specs on the way we can size it. Styling implements the button groups blueprint. Okay, so we do have button groups here. Brand, encapsulation, first, last. Row, what is that? Row of button icon. Okay, not really what we're looking for. Container, so we kind of want to, maybe we just need to make the width of that 100%. All right, so we can disable things in the group, or select them, or brand them, or with style encapsulation, first, last, button icon group, first, last number. Not exactly what we're looking for, so maybe we have to apply some of our own styling here. Let's just play in the browser window for a second and see what we can make of things here. All right, there's our button. And it does not... So button stretch does set the width to 100%, but I think the problem is our group doesn't have any width at all. So let's see if we just manually set the width to 100% for that. Oops. Kind of. All right, it pushed one side all the way over. That's kind of neat. Not exactly what we're looking for still. So then I got my icon, I got my class here, which should be stretching that. And then the button beneath it does not appear to be stretched. So if we did that, well, that kind of looks like what we're after. But all that extra stretching is a little weird. So maybe, can we... I don't think we can make the buttons bigger either. I don't know if there's a... I don't know if you can size... I mean, we can obviously, I can hack at the CSS and do whatever we want, but I don't know if in the spec there's a size component to that. Nope. We could put a success variant on the winner and a error result on the loser. And then maybe we can even if we align it all to the center. We could make all these buttons, and we could say, this is so these are all buttons. The left is the name of the person with an icon. The right is the name of the person with their icon, and then we can use the center for whatchamacallit, for a rematch. Sure, let's do that. Let's check that out. Just kind of experimenting here. a little bit. I don't think we're going to need the action in the top corner. Let's see if we did that. So we'll use buttons, and then we'll put the icons on there, and yeah, let's try that. Okay, lightning button, icon name, and whoops. For the first one, we want to put the icon on the left, which is the default. Oh, I got to stop doing that. I keep clicking into this. Put the icon on the left, and then on the bottom one, we'll put the icon on the right. And oh, we need, let's see, we need the labels on these, right? We need to put a label on each. Equals U, and then label equals, I need to do something else with I need to get the losing player's name here, so we'll just say loser for now. And this button stretch we confirmed does not work, but let's put, can we do like an absolute center on the alignment? That's what I'm looking for. So we'll put a container div around the, actually we got one here already. So we'll just do absolute center on that. And see what that looks like. Oh, forgot my closing tag somewhere. Where's my... Ah, I still got button icons hanging out here. Okay, how are we doing? How are we looking? All right, that's not bad, but that's what with the like why now is the icon all like laid out stupid. That's what theirs looks like, and mine is like significantly further down. Like, come on, really? Doesn't it look like it's like drooping a little bit? These icons, they should be up a couple of clicks. I don't know what's throwing it off there. Is it because of the absolute center? Let's just take that out. See if make sure it's not being overly influenced. We don't really have any other styling on this stuff. No, not really. Still kind of droopy. Interesting. Just want to take a quick look and just inspect this and see how it How does it get laid out? Primitive icon. Yeah, it just needs like a little, like a couple pixels up, right? It's just a little droopy. All right, but even still, so now we could, maybe we can put some variants on these. Have a success and a, I'm sorry, variant is destructive, and then isn't there a success variant also? Yes. Success and destructive for winners and losers. Variant equals success. Variant equals destructive. Yeah, you beats lose. It looks like the Italian flag. So maybe we won't go with that. But hey, we got that. We can put that into the. I almost feel like we can. So we can get rid of the. We can get rid of the loop here. We may even be able to get rid of this and just be able to show, who beat who, and yeah. Mucking around here, see what stuff, see what we can make stuff look like. All right, let me get the, I need to get the other player's name in on this. Really would like to figure out, let's see, let's trim this down a little bit. Maybe we don't need the icon. Also, let's take that out too, just to. So this is what it would look like if we had the correct label in there. Okay. Yeah, I don't like that. I know what I want this to look like, but this is not it. And let's see. I just want to see. So we need to show the. I mean, I can show my name as the winner, and then show the. Show the loser, show the winning move, show the losing move, And yeah, maybe we just need to dumb it down a little bit here. And we could make that more of like a grid than what we've got here. So, all right, tweaking a little more, tweaking a little more. The victory section. Do we have a grid yet? No, we create the grid inside of here. And let's put this in a box. Right. SLDS box. And we need a theme for that, right? Let's put a theme around that so we have a background. And then let's make some text here a little bigger so we have a title. And yeah, we can use that. Okay, there's victories, and now we've got, I'm going to do one more thing. I'm going to put a grid on the outside of this so that we have, we'll be able to show victory, defeat, ties, and pending or something, something like that. I don't think we need gutters on that. Pull this down to the bottom here. We'll have to move that again later, but for now, oops. Oh, come on. All right, I'm gonna move that in. Let's put this in. We need a div with a column size 1 of 2. And take this off. Don't need a key because we're not in a loop. Save that. And so now we'll put a grid inside of a grid, and hopefully we can do, maybe we can even do like 3 or 4 columns of this. Well, how much space do we have? Yeah, I'm thinking 2 columns. Uh-oh, did I break it? Sure would appear that way, huh? Is there an error? No. No, we're just not rendering anything. What did we miss here? Grid, column, 1 of 2, if game 1. All right, seriously? Like, what's going on here? We just wanted to put this in a grid. What are we missing? Oh, there it is. It just took its sweet time rendering. Okay. All right, so this is not right, but here's we got our My Victories section, and then we can, instead of just making cards here, let's loop, create a new grid, 1 of 4. Not gonna do a card. Actually gonna do the grid. No, should we do the grid inside? We don't need to do the grid inside, I don't think. But we do need a container. We do need container div, so maybe we should do the grid inside so that we can excuse me, loop over that. Then I've got an extra div in here somewhere. Yep, and So we move and put a new grid in there, and then we're gonna, oh gosh, stop showing me the error. I give up. I know we're missing a key element. We're gonna move that up here. Okay, so we've got our grid set up, and let's see. I just need to bump these in. So we're going to go winner, winner, winning move, loser, losing move, and rematch. All right, so we don't need the card anymore. Okay. So this is going to be winner. Yeah, I'm just going to lay this out kind of. Whoops, what was that? That was weird. All right. Let's lay out winner. Winner move. Loser move. And let's do this just to see. Oops, I got an extra div in here. That's not going to work. I feel like I'm missing a div somewhere too. Here. Template, div. That's, nope, we don't need that. Right. We got to move this forward. It's parallel with that. And okay, save that. And let's just see what this is starting to look like. All right, winner, winning move, loser, losing move, and we can put that in a box just to give it some layout. Put a box here. Themes are we have an inverse. Oh, shade. Okay, let's use that. All right, yep, move the key out, that's fine. What what does that look like? All right, so do we like that? We have the winner, we have the loser, the winning move and the losing move. And maybe it's just, let's see. Go grab a drink, come back in a minute, and still, I know, wanted to play the game, but still just want to, still futzing with this UI, because I do want this dashboard to look like as minimal as possible, but show, show the game outcomes in an efficient but meaningful way. And I don't know why I feel like this is this is probably more complicated than it needs to be, but I still just want to keep noodling with this a little bit. So and we're back. All right. Let's see. What else could we make this look like? If we did a if we did, we want to show user 1 defeats user 2. And then rock defeats scissors. So we could, let's just keep poking at this a little bit. Can we put can you put text with an icon? No, it's literally just those are just variants for, that's alternative text, but that's not what we want. Button icon gives us a button. We might as well just make a button at that point. What else could we could do can we do a card? Oh, you know what is it? Media? Is that what it's? Let's go over here and take a look. Is it media objects? Yeah, okay. This might be an interesting format to use. Let's see. Winner beats loser. Winning icon beats losing icon. So maybe we can just go with, like, do one of 6 here. Oops. So it would look something like this. Ooh. U1 beats that, and then rock icon beats scissor icon. Okay. And we'll center each of these in the in the grid. Boom beats boom, boom beats boom. Okay. Let's go get a center on these. Grab my alignment. I think I can just drop those on each of the each of these columns. Okay. All right, let's bring our button icons back in for the winning and losing. Whoops. All right, so success. This is going to be a button icon, so we don't need a label. I'm not going to use the variant because those look kind of nasty. All right. Okay, definitely messed up some markup here. Let's see. Syntax error somewhere. Lightning button icon, though, isn't that? What? Hello? What did we miss? Well, that's weird. Okay. So there's definitely something in this lightning button icon. What am I missing here? Do I need to provide it a title? I got the icon name. I got all the tags. It doesn't need a label. Oh, maybe did I have a label on there? I don't think I didn't need that. That's probably what was going on. Okay, there's my rock. And here's the scissor. Don't know why Visual Studio Code keeps doing that. This is our losing move icon. Sorry, just got to respond to this unexpected text message here. Okay, sorry about that. How do we look now? All right. U1 beats U2, rock beats scissors. Cool. And maybe we can come back and look and see if we put maybe some more dates, or put like the date in there or something. We could probably change since these are both just kind of the color, they're sort of overlapping each other, but it would be cool to put maybe icon or avatars of the players out here too. That might be kind of nice. But all right, we got something going on. Let's put a little spacing or a little padding underneath the title here so it stands off a little bit, and get some padding here. Padding on the bottom. Yeah, we can just do small, I guess. Well, maybe, yeah, let's go with large, see how that fits in. Okay, come on. My IDE got locked up here a little bit. And we're back. Okay, we want to put that padding here. All right. So now we can do the same, maybe do the same layout for, so we do victories, let's do defeats, we'll do pending, and stalemates. Hopefully we can just kind of copy and paste our way through the rest of this. Let's see. Got 1 games. We got a little bit. The only thing is we got a little bit more markup here, so I'm just going to copy this whole thing and replace this. This was lost games, my defeats. Still have to get winners and losers here. And we probably could keep that the same. Then we can take this out. Pending games we still have at the top, but we'll fix that in a second. These should, do they, let's see, do we need to tell these to wrap? I forget, do we have to tell the grid if we just want it to wrap the columns as they come? I think so. Let's do that. And then we can just pile our stalemates in here also. Let's see, tie games. We'll just say ties and ties in this one. See how that looks. And then we got to get our pending in here. Need a little padding around those. Yeah, let's get gutters on here. Oh, we need some padding in addition to the gutters, but that's That's all right. All right, so we can see victories, defeats, stalemates. We'll take stalemates off of the bottom here. I feel like pending should be... Almost feels like victories and defeats should be on one side and pending should be... You shouldn't really have to scroll for that, right? That would be... Those are the things that you're waiting on or that people are waiting on you for. So I'm going to add one more. We'll put it at the top. Then maybe we just have to reorder where victory and defeats end up. So this is going to be my pending games. Oops. Pending. We don't have a lot of... We need to do a little bit of layout work on the pending situation because we don't have all the information. Like I feel like we need like a question mark icon when it shows who's like who we're waiting on, and maybe the word is versus here. So we're waiting. We don't know what the outcome is yet. And it's just player 1 versus player 2, and probably makes sense to have, you know, in all cases, the current, you know, I think I ultimately want to replace. Yeah, let's put let's put defeats, victories and defeats on the. Well, does that make sense? We could put victories. I mean, you could have a bunch of pending games to to have to get through. And eventually, you're not going to want to see all of the games that you've played. Maybe just the most recent ones, kind of streaming in. So maybe we keep pending to the left, and then we do victories, defeats, and stalemates on the right. Yeah, maybe accordions. You know, that might be a good ad at some point. You could put each of these in its own, and you could expand and collapse them. All right, I don't have a pending game, so let me start one just so I have something out here to test this UI with. And play rock. Okay, pending game. We don't know who. We know who we're playing. We don't know what move they've made yet, so we got to tweak the icons here a little bit. I know what I played, and actually in pending, is it always just going to be? Is it always just going to be a question mark for the other? No, because we might have. Could be a case where the other player has already played and now it's showing up on your pending board and or your pending list, and then you have to make a move. So, but either way, we don't want to reveal the other player's move. So it could maybe just be a question mark icon in all cases, I think. I'm gonna get back to the icons here. Sure, let's go with question. Is there an exclamation point too? No. Alert. Warning. We have that. Surprised there's no exclamation point. Danger? No. All right, well, I'll just sift through this here a second, see if there's anything that... We have the info alt, but that's not really... So we can use the question to indicate that, you know, we don't know the... Well, I kind of wanted to have the... No, because we won't know, because this is an end user, so it would just... We'd have to... I think the other user will always just be a question mark until we know the... until both moves are in. Then I do need some prompt that says, yo, make your move. So you could, I'm thinking you can, maybe we just show all three icons here, right? And then you pick what your move is. And then the question mark is revealed as the outcome of the game. Okay, so there's a question mark and something that tells us to take action here. Now, if I initiate the game, I'm player one. That's just how the thing works. If I don't initiate the game, I'm player two. And right now, our entire view is just U1 centric. That's my user. So I always am the first player. I'm always the player on the left. What I would want to do is make this view always current user centric. So if I'm the second player, I think I should still be the name on the left. So we always keep current user on the left side, so that they, you know, it's just consistent. They don't have to look down a list and say like, oh, I was player one, I was player two. Doesn't matter what player you are in this game. So that might need a little bit of tweaking on the components here. I also wonder, like, I laid this out. I like this. It's simple. It's pretty minimal. Now I'm actually wondering if, you know, do we even need the 4 sections, right? Could it just be like a running list, and then we could just have 4 filters, right? You could have pending, victories, defeats, stalemates, and then it's almost just like a, you know, it's just like a wall, you know, of ever adding. And then if you just want to see your pending games, boom, you click on your pending games, collapse to that view, hide all the other stuff, and then likewise see your, you know, your victories, your defeats, etc. That would make it, you know, kind of minimal. But then you can do all your interactions from one place, and we get a little bit more real estate left to right. So we could bring back the icon for, you know, for victory and defeat, just to show clearly, like, when did you win, when did you lose, when is it pending, and when is it a stalemate. And then we still need a, I think we still need something that will do a rematch for players. And then I think for the pending ones, we should just show all 3 icons, and whatever you click, that's your move. So we could do an icon group in the pending games layout. Yeah, I kind of dig that idea. It does change a little bit our. We don't need to do that sorting of the games anymore in that case. We would just need to. Eventually, we're going to need to be able to, you know, play right from here, and then, you know, you should be able. There should be a, you a row at the top that lets you just pick who you want to play with and what you want your move to be, and then that goes into that kind of goes into the running list. So newest first, I guess, would be the way to lay it out. And yeah, so here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna pull one of these. It's gonna be a duplicate, but let's just pull this up. It doesn't really, I don't really even need the outer grid anymore. We would just need, let's put it in a box, put a box in a box to make it look, just make it look kind of cleaned up. And work from up here. So we'll have a box. It's the outermost container for this. And then if let's see. I don't need the outer grid. I still want the inner grid. So I'm just going to copy all of this for a second and see sort of what this looks like. The box should be the whole width, and then we wouldn't have my pending games here. We just have, we would actually, let's see. We can pull this. So if we have pending games, then loop over pending. Now we'll go from looping over pending games to just looping over games, ultimately, and we're gonna need to add a couple more. How do we? Let's see. When we do grid, what other grid numbers can we? It's always based on 12. We can make things any width that we want, but 12 is kind of the magic number. We want to add date. We want to add rematch, if applicable, and that's 2, so that gets us up to 8. Let's just see what this looks like first with the, kind of taking over now the width of the page. Okay, so user 1 versus user 2. We're waiting. We don't know. Let's put the date in its own. I don't know how this is going to feel if I do 1 of 7. Let's find out. All right, seems happy with 7. Date, user versus user 2, move versus we don't know, and then we might have rematch down at the other end. So that would be 1 of 8. Oh shoot, and we'll probably need an icon for victory and defeat, right? The outcome of the match, since we're kind of moving to this all in one outcome icon, I guess we'll call that. I gotta, let's see, 9, 9, 9, 9, 9. let's see. Did I get that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yes. Okay. So now we're on 9. Oh, me. Hello, my name is me. Can we play soon? You know, I think I've gotten a little wrapped up in this UI thing, but this is what I wanted to have in place so that it would be, you could basically could log in and see. Whoa, where to go? Log in and see this as any user. I do apologize. We've got maybe a little carried away with this, and I don't know if I'm going to be able to get you in here after all. But I'll tell you what, if not today, then what I will do is I'll reach out to you just on Twitch, send you a message when this is ready, and share creds with you that way. And if you get an early view into this thing, and then I don't mean to keep kicking the can, but I think we're probably next week we would be able to open this up and get more people, more people in here playing. So this just took a little longer to set up because I got a little lost in UI curiosity here. So sorry about that. But I think this is looking the way that I was envisioning. Was just like a single page stuff streaming in. I know, McMontage. I swear next week it's gonna happen. You come back next week. We're gonna get some people logged in and actually playing a couple of rounds of this. What I wanted to do is just have people be able to live on the arena page, right? So probably we'll replace this flow. We could still use this flow's like logic under the hood, but I want to replace the UI with something like a little bit more minimal, just like a button at the top that just says battle, and then you pick your first move, and then boom, it puts that into the queue. And then likewise, if I'm just sitting here looking at this, if I take a page out of inefficient icon inventory, I'd love to, if two people were in here and somebody picked a battle with me, I would love it to just stream in via a platform event, so that my arena will go pull the game that's waiting for my interaction. And then if I could just go right here and say, okay, what's my move, just like on the other side of this. So but yeah, I think we got a little bit more work to do than I had expected, but I think we're, at least this UI is kind of landing on something that I like the way that this is coming together, and we'll get this figured out for sure. So anyway, in the next few minutes, let's see if we can do a little bit more work on converting this just to like the all-in-one UI. And let's see. So we've got pending games, but what we really are gonna revert to is we don't really need to sort these anymore, but we do need to probably build a little bit different. We'll take some of the concepts we've got here from the data structure and turn it into something useful. So like I said, I always want the left-hand player to be the current player. And then I want the right-hand player to be their opponent. And then the left-hand move is the current user's move. The right-hand move is the opponent's move. And then we know victory versus defeat from the icon on the left. So perhaps the best thing we could do is build a data structure that gets us all that stuff from the raw game data that we get from Salesforce. That's kind of what I'm thinking. So I would have, this is games from the system. If we have going to leave the other stuff in place for a moment, but let's create a new data structure called game data. And as we can still use the sort, but what we want to do is take each game and kind of parse it down to what. I just realized we do have opponent here as a. All right, so yeah, so let's do this. Let's say let current player equal this, and then let opponent equal that, and then we can say let game, what's the datum? Is that singular for data? Sure. So we'll say game datum dot current player, game datum dot opponent. So we get both of those, and that gives us our left and our right. But then we need to know who was the. So what we kind of want is like the in the context of the current user, what was the outcome of this game, right? Did you win it? Did you lose it? Did you tie it? So I think we'll have game datum dot outcome, and then that would be the status, right? So if the status is, we got this taken care of, right? If the status is pending, then that's pretty easy. That's the outcome. If the status is tie, that's also the outcome. Okay. If it's tie, then it's tie. And if it's, so we do need, then we have to think about winning move icon and losing move icon. Well, let's see, it's less about winning and losing. It's less about current player move icon and opponent, which actually this is a little easier because we know our current player and we know our opponent. So yeah, I glossed over that like at the start of the show. I totally forgot that we had the stuff at the top that got us who our players are. So let's see if pending and tie are what they are. If the game status, I don't really even want the game status, right? I want the player status in these other cases, right? So because let's take a look at a record here. So we have a game. So the game status is that's our latest game. Let's go back a few. So this game is completed, and then we have a winner and a loser. So if I know the player, then I know that, oops. Let's see. Else if it's completed, if the current player dot status equals winner, then the outcome is winner. Otherwise, if the status is loser, then the outcome is loser. So that will take care of our icon at the far left. And then it will also take care of our, we'll have the date. We have the date on the game. This will always be current player will be on the left, opponent will be on the right. Current player's move will be on the left, opponent's move will be on the right, and that's just new functions. So, okay, so there's game data. Then we just need current player move and opponent move, right? Which is really current player move icon. I'm just going to change the names of those. And yeah, that's a lot easier now because we can just say current player move icon and opponent move icon, and this is current player. This is opponent. And then everything else we don't really need to do anymore, I don't think. We just need to add to game data this element. And I just realized I need to This is game datum and game datum. All right. Okay, now we don't really need pending won lost tie. We just need our game data, and we're looping through that to formally sort. Now just make sense of. And probably going to need more data than that, but that's okay. Okay, so everything will now be in the context of the current user. We still need to get the get some of this other stuff in here, but this would be, so we're going to loop over games now, or game data. Right, so we have the do we need a little bit more? I need a reference to the game, I think. Well, what do we need? Do we need we probably want the game ID. You know, we can pop the whole game on there, I think. It makes the references a little hinky, but so this becomes game.game. let's call this GD for game data, and then the game is the original record from Salesforce, and then this is GD current player move icon, and then this is, what did we do? We just threw that question mark in there. We'll have to put some logic in to say, you know, has the current player made a move now, and if they are pending, I guess I got to check that status. If it's pending, then we'll just put the question mark out there for the other player. This is opponent move icon. we're going to need a, so based on the status of the game, if it's pending, then it's versus, and then if it is, let's see, we're going to want to say, this is actually backwards, right? So we probably want to say, for victories, user 1 defeats user 2. For defeats, it would be, user 1, loses 2. Figure out what the right label is there. Maybe defeated and lost 2 could be the was conquered by. That's a little bit wordy. If there's a more poetic word for is beaten by, versus beats or defeats or is defeated. There's got to be something out there that means you lost. That's succinct but better than lost to. Anyway, I digress. We need to create those labels and reuse those in each game. So if it's pending, it's tie. If it's ties, it's ties. If it's victory, I defeats, and if it's if you're a winner, you defeat. If you're a loser, you're something else. And then we'll have most of this pretty well in place, and then we can start working on a little bit of logic to kick off a new game, and then maybe do a little bit of platform event mojo to wrap it all up. Let's see, how did we do here? Did we actually get some stuff to display? I'm going to comment out all the things below here just in case I need to refer back. Boom, boom, boom. And refresh you. Oop, we're not rendering anything right now, so did we take a step? Oh, wait, because we didn't save correctly. Error parsing template expression. What did we... we lost something here. Line 12? Oh, I see. There we go. Nope, that still didn't work. What am I doing wrong? Okay. Let me just refresh one more time, and ending on more of a fizzly note, this episode. We have some more work to do. I don't know why I'm not getting the data back that I need. I'm going to have to go take a look at that, because let's see. We're looping over games. We have game datum. We're adding that to... making a reference to that, pushing it there, so we should have a bunch of game data, and something else is going on. So maybe do I have an error? I may have some reference errors in the because I got rid of some other stuff. That's probably what it is. I have some invalid references now that I got rid of stuff. But I commented that all out, so I don't know if I'm just overlooking something here. But I'll go take a look at that. Gonna sign off for now. It was a little didn't get to where I wanted to with y'all to do some defeated by. Yes, montage. That's what I'm gonna go with. Thank you for the recommendation. It's getting lost in my own vocabulary there. So not quite to the point of playing games, but I feel like we're on the hunt. I feel like this UI is a little cleaner than where things were going, and we can work with it and get some of y'all going in here next week. False alarm this week didn't quite get there, but and hello, my name is me. I will reach out. I'm gonna hang up the stream, but I'm gonna go do a little bit more work on the side to get this squared away. No, you're right. It doesn't mean we can't play. It just won't be quite as the interactive experience as we were looking for. But we will get there. I think we will get there next week. But appreciate y'all for hanging out. Thanks for playing along, and we'll actually play along next week. I will not make any false promises. Well, I don't know how many people I can get in a scratch org. I think there's like a 2 or 3 user limit because they don't want people like me making apps that they then give out to all their friends, I guess. But y'all can log in with the same user, I guess, or at least we'll get a couple of users going. All right, enough of that. Thanks y'all for hanging out, and